I want you guys to learn how to shock Sicilian players with my knight e2 carries variation. And just to run you through quickly, the idea is not to go pawn to d4 but knight f4. So after knight e2, if black plays the French Sicilian, which is very difficult to crack, this is when you may put your knight on f4. The whole idea of putting this knight on f4 is to provoke e5 or pawn to g5, which are both misplacements. At best, we just intend to leave this knight on f4 for good. We don't even have a plan for it. You see, knights on the center of the board cover many squares. So if we leave this knight here, it will be limiting black's movements of their pieces. You see? So just leave that knight right here and it's gonna take most Sicilian players out of their comfort zone. So from here, you just continue playing your other Sicilian theories involving the Alpine variation, but my favorite is to go pawn to g3, bishop g2 and castle short. That annoys Sicilian players. If they play knight f6, you can also go knight c3 right away. So after knight c3, black can't play d5 due to ed. Know the difference? If ed, we have moves like bishop b5 check. If knight c6, we can simply castle short. If d4, we have takes, that, or even knight e4 right away in this position. Because you know what? Black can't even take due to rook e1. We just pin that. If pawn to f5, the idea is not to go pawn to f3, but queen h5 check, and black is dead. You see, pawn g6 can be met with knight takes. If king d7, we have queen takes, and we're gonna get back that knight. This is my own version of the Keres variation, by the way. If king e7, we have d3. So take note of this sneaky move, which is knight e4 to neutralize black. Again, this may not happen, especially if black knows what they are doing, but just remember to start with knight c3, the knights first. If knight c6 is played, up to you to go d3 or anything that you want to play. Even bishop c4 in this position works, by the way. Okay, say d3. Also paving the way for the dark squad bishop if d5 is played, or whenever d5 is played. If you don't want to take, let your next move be knight h5 to neutralize that knight. You know, you're trying to divert attention, and that's another purpose of putting the knight on f4, so that you exchange it with black's knight, which sits on f6. Well, the point is, if pawn takes, you have knight takes and you're gonna replace the other knight on e4. In this position, you can even play bishop g5, because if pawn takes, you simply have bishop takes. Position is back to equality. Bishop e7, knight takes g7, check. If pawn to h6, up to you to take and mess up black's pawn structure for good. Go queen f3 and castle like that, or play bishop h4 in this exact position, because g5 will do nothing to our soul. I mean, we just want to psychologically outplay black. So this is another new idea for you guys. d3, d5 and knight h5. If you want, you can take on d5, but this idea of diverting attention works like magic. Now it is time for me to surprise someone's breadwinner or someone's boyfriend on leeches. And just a friendly reminder, all of my courses are still on promotion. Yes, you still get 50% discount on all of them. That is, you will get a discount of 50% when you purchase any of my courses. Right. Okay, so let's play the Keres variation with knight e2. The idea is to go knight f4, yep. There we see this move. By the way, knight f4 just provokes the move pawn to e5 or g5. So here is the secret. Just leave this knight on f4 for good. Start playing something else. So here I can play whatever I want. I can, start my Alpine variation. I can play bishop c4. I can play all sorts of things. I love knight c3 out of everything. Bishop c4, no more development. Obviously there'll be that. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You always see people playing these kinds of moves because, people don't have patience, right? So knight h5 to challenge that knight. Yep, and that's it. Where is black going to castle? Black doesn't have a great place to castle. I think I should put my bishop on e2, because if I play bishop b3, there is c4 coming, even though I can give a check. Yep, bishop b2 wins. I'm threatening to take. From here, I'm just going to castle. So for now, I think let's do this. This is called a clear and sacrifice. I'm just clearing the path for my dark squad bishop, and that I have check, I have bishop g5. So let's go bishop b5 check for now. What should I do? Should I take? I think I need my bishop for now. On the next move, I'm just going to castle. The idea is to go pawn to f3 now, paving the way for my king's rook. So you can see what I'm doing now. Just playing chess. There's a lot of things I can do from here. Trying to do a trick. I know this is coming. Okay, let's just come back. There's no this. Rook takes. I'm remaining with 23 seconds, so I need to be fast. Wait a second. My opponent just hanged mate in 1. I mean, I thought they were doing great up to this point. I don't know what happened, but I kinda allowed myself to end up with a very bad position. I should have done better. Maybe this sacrifice wasn't really necessary or something like that. But at the end of the day, this opening somehow confuses a lot of people. I mean, the fact that my opponent blundered this way explains a lot. It's like they ran out of ideas. Once again, this was no longer the Sicilian defense that they are used to seeing every day. And this is the whole point, you guys. Just leave your knight on f4. Trust me, most of your opponents are going to be getting confused. You can see the game ended in exactly 18 moves and Black's king is still on the center of the board. When last did you see anything like this, you guys? They didn't even manage to castle short. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's play another game and see what will happen. Check this out! I just built a brand new KaspaChess website where you can access my new chess courses plus some of the classic favorites. Please, I would love your honest feedback on the new look and feel. And while you are there, take a look at KaspaTech Clean Books, my new bookkeeping and accounting software for SMEs and chess players who run businesses too. Okay, so here we go again. With the keras variation, White Fox 888. I'm glad it's not 666. Okay, so again, this is a 3-minute blitz match. I hope to have a wonderful game. Knight f4. My opponent played knight c6. Again, with knight f4, I'm just provoking pawn to e5 or g5. This makes a lot of people to become uncomfortable, and that's my goal. Here, let me do something unusual, kind of the Ginsburg gambit, sacrificing my pawn on e4. If knight takes, I'll sacrifice my bishop. Okay, so nobody takes. Now I can simply play knight c3. Again, see one thing about this, there's no pawn to d5. I mean, I have so many pieces, so many attackers on that side of the board. By the way, maybe what black should have done was to take. Yeah, they should have just taken. The idea is if I take, maybe they were going to play that, but I was still going to get back my pawn in one way or another. So that move, and d3 now, ready to take with my dark squad bishop. See how uncomfortable black is. They are now playing unnatural moves like bishop d6. What is this? Blocking their own pawn. So nobody is comfortable playing this. If I want, I can infuse in the ideas of the keres with g4, the keres attack. The idea is to go g5 on the next move. By the way, you don't have to play like this. I mean, there are so many things I could have done. Knight h5 was one of them. But with g5, I just want to be very aggressive, not leaving anything for black. I guess they want to play this move now. Oh, fancy move. Why can't I just take? And now it is safe for me to take here. I'm attacking the rook. I have no idea why my opponent chose this route. I mean, I have that. For one, I can just take, I guess. I can also activate my queen. And probably take with the knight on the next move. If bishop takes, I'll be happy. Yeah, take back with the knight. The bishop is under attack. I have bishop g5 next. I have castle long. I'm not saying the keres variation is unbeatable. No. All I'm saying is it takes a lot of, Sicilian players out of their comfort zone. Out of what they know. Out of what, they have started. Because people nowadays just play like robots, playing by memorization, which is not really bad, but people have stopped playing chess. All they do now is just memorizing stuff. So I'm now forcing my opponent to play chess. This is what I'm doing. They want to take here. Let's do this. I'll castle long. If queen takes. So all I'm telling my opponent is to start playing chess. They should stop memorizing their Sicilian theories and all that. They want to give a check here, but that won't work. Let's activate the rook for now. I have queen e2. I can play queen e2 for now. And guess I can attack the queen. Yep. Oh, damn it. Okay, I just made a silly blunder there. But not really a blunder, I guess. I still have this move. The queen is hanging. What can I do? I have check. Yep. I just defeated a 23-22 rated opponent with the keres variation. Are you going to tell me that this opening is bad? I don't think so. Now check this out, you guys. If you want to learn more about these kinds of tricks or similar opening ideas like the ones I just shared, you can watch this video that has popped up on the top left. Another video that I highly recommend you check out to skyrocket your rating is this one that has popped up on the top right. But if you love Gambit videos, you can check out the video that has popped up on the bottom left. And if you are a lover of chess traps like myself, feel free to click on the video that has popped up on the bottom right.